Hi, my name's Carlson. I'm here with Anime on Location. We're doing our awesome staff interviews for our website, and with me today is our co-founder and president of the company, John Lentini. So my first question is, how did you get into the world of anime, being a fan or doing the producing and all that?
The late 80s, I watched Sci-Fi Channel, and there was a anime on there, and the first thing I ever watched was Vampire Hunter D.
Nice.
And from there, when we went into the 90s, of course, I got really big in the Sailor Moon, and I branched out to there from Fushigi, Magic Network, Slayers, the Clamps. So yeah, I branched out quite a bit in the 90s, and I was a fan all the way up until we started the company in 2000.
And as you said, with the company, so you're a co-founder. You have Martin is one of the other founders, and you're one of the founders as well. So how did that idea come about between the two of you? Was that just kind of like a random meeting, or was it like, oh, we had a lot of connections and we met that way?
When I first started working with Martin at a company called Cole National, he was like, why do you get vacation right off the bat? I was like, well, I'm going to a convention. He's like, I need to know more about these conventions. And he asked me about them, and I told him all about anime conventions, and he said, well, do they have television coverage? And I was like, no, not really. And he's like, well, we should make sure they have television coverage. So we prepared to go to OhioCon, the very first one, 2001, and we went to all their pre-staff meetings, which was kind of overkill. But we did all that, and we've been doing this for over 10 years now. Martin was a big influence, had all the cameras set up and the big set back in the beginning. It's great that he was here this weekend to hang out with us, so you could meet him and Sarah could meet him. And yeah, and the company's, we've got a bunch of different members. It's nice to have you along now. And Alex Gill, who you guys will see interviews of him doing at Anime Central 2011. And of course, Mara and Sarah are still with us. You interviews as well on animeonlocation.tv.
All right, and as you said, you've done so many conventions. Like, what was one of your favorite ones to go to? Was it a big one, a small one? I mean, even as a fan, what was some of your favorite cons?
Well, of course, the smaller ones are easier to get work done, but the larger ones you get more guests, so it's better work for us, to do. But I like them all. Central, I enjoy. OhioCon, SegoyCon. I'm glad Colossalcon invited us back. I really enjoyed Anime North when I went up there. Otakon was fun as a fan. So yeah, there's just a lot of cons. I just enjoy them all.
And over the many, many years you've been doing this, who's one of your favorite people to interview, both on the Japanese side and English side, artists, vendor? You meet so many people. It kind of gets a little hectic, the names and stuff. So who do you like to interview?
Generally, as a group, I like to interview the voice actors the most because they're most entertaining on camera, as you'll see in the footage from yesterday. But I do enjoy interviewing the Japanese guests because I get some of the culture and the history and stuff like that. One that comes to mind, I was just talking about Anime North. We interviewed Fred Ladd. That was a real treat. But any Japanese guest or voice actor or anyone who wants to, I love having this forum to have the guests bring their story and have a voice to the community out there on the internet. So that's always my dream, is to get their voice out there as well. So.
And now, as a fan and what's some of your favorite con horror stories or con stories that you'd like to share with fans so they can better prepare themselves for what they're going to get into if it's like their first ever time?
I do have a couple tips. I don't have many horror stories ever since I got in the press, but when I was a fan at Anime North, we used to pack quite a few people into the room, and I know you guys do it as well. So try to limit yourself to a certain amount, not too crazy amount, because I remember one time we slammed 12 into a regular sized room, and one time I came back from a party and there was nowhere to sleep. There was no room at all, no bed, no floor, no nothing. I considered a tub, but what happened later that weekend is we had cosplayers in our room, and they should also be careful where they color their wigs, because we had a white tub, and one of the girls in our room painted her yellow wig in the white tub and turned the entire tub yellow. I was very surprised I didn't get charged for that, so thank you for that hotel. I was up at Anime North.
All right, is there anything else you want to say to everybody out there, like, hey, check us out? What's our website?
The website is animeonlocation.tv, and yeah, please check us out. Check out all the interviews and let us know what you think.
Thanks so much, John.
Thanks, Cameron.
Thanks.